Are you a football fan?
Huge, yeah.
Yeah, you are. And your team is the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Florida. You stick into the
Dolphins. Yeah. So well, that's all we had when I was a kid. We didn't have. It was one team.
Were you a Dan Marino fan?
Huge. I met him. Not nice to me, but
he wasn't nice.
No,
to you?
not to me. But it's okay. It's okay. I don't hold a grudge.
He was really nice to me.
Was he really?
He was. So I used to.
That's always the best. He's like, I have his phone number. We're like best friends. Well, damn it. But
no, the truth is, Steve Levine, who's in the other room, he's been both our agents for like 30 years, and you always used to book me at the Sunrise. Remember New Year's?
Musical theater. Yeah,
the Sunrise, which is now it's some sort of church now. It's not even a. It's not even a.
I prayed there many nights as well. It should be a church.
But Dan Marino used to come to the shows, and a couple of times he would throw me a pass from the audience. I actually caught passes. He treated me nice. Talk about your experience with Dan Marino.
It wasn't so like bestie. We're like besties. So how'd it go with you? Not good. It wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't a horrible thing. It was just I went, and it's also for charity. So I went.
Well, now it's going to
no, seriously.
It was make a wish.
No, it was.
I made a wish that didn't come true.
No, I'm serious. It was for Jim Kelly's son's foundation. So I go and everyone is there. I'm John McEnroe to every sport, every big, and I was talking to John McEnroe. My mom had a tennis shop when I was a kid. Couldn't have been nicer. Everyone was nice, but the only reason I was there because it came through Jim Kelly's people. I said I really want to meet Dan Marino. And he said, I'll make it happen. So Jim said, did you meet Dan yet? And I said, no, I'll make it happen. So he yells across, there was like this bar. It was at the Hard Rock or something. He said, Dan, come say hi to Carrot Top. And it just went south from there. He just said like who and what. And then he came around. It never came around. I went around to go say hi to him. And he said, you okay?
Why?
And I don't know.
Why?
I just remember it like it was just an hour ago. And I said, I'm sorry, what's that? He said, are you okay? And I said, yeah, I'm fine. How are you? And
was your nose bleeding?
I don't know. Exactly. So I just say, yes, I'm fine. And then he just, went on his way. And I said, well, I guess that was me getting to meet him. So I thought that was weird. So I said to my friend, let's go. So we went around this back door to get out the back. And as we went out the back, they said, you can't go this way. And that's when John McEnroe came in. And I said, I want to talk to him. And I said, now see how easy it is? Like how nice John McEnroe was to me. He didn't have to be.
Right.
And then I said hi to a couple of the people. And then I went to go back the other way. And as I went around back again, Dan Marino comes in. And I said, are you okay? And he said, what's that? I said, are you okay? And he said, yeah, why? I said, okay, just making sure okay. It was just the most weirdest night, and he never said hi, never shook, just weird.
Oh, it sounded like he was just checking on you.
You're just checking on each other.
Checking on me, make sure I was okay.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not a mean
not
guy.
terrible.
Okay?
I thought it was going to be worse.
And that's why I said it wasn't that bad. It was just bad.
You're okay.
It was just, and thank God I'm okay.
You just had high expectations.
Well, hello is not really that high.
But it was more than
if you're
hello.
supposed to go there just to meet him.
But he was worried about you.
Yeah, it's more than it wasn't just a hey and then walk away.
There's
it was
empathy.
like,
I do get that a lot when people say, you okay? And
No.
I'm like,
no.